Before starting, check the vehicle for any damage to both the interior and exterior. Make a list of any damage. Remove all internal and external trims and the wiper arms. Check the screen for any electrical wires, DAB aerials or sensors. Before feeding the wire, tape up any wires etc. out of the way of the cutting area. Check you have a complete working content for the wizard. Clean the suction pads before every operation. Apply your bonnet, seat and roof covers to the vehicle in question. Put on your PPE equipment, safety glasses, Kevlar gloves and sleeves. Remove the tax disc holder and any internal mirrors from the glass. Clean the inside of the glass you are removing using your glass cleaner product. Using dash protectors to protect the interior, push the wire feeder tool through the urethane from the inside of the vehicle. Push the wire feeder completely through the urethane until the end of the tool is visible from the outside of the vehicle. Secure the reel of wire to the suction cup holder, and then secure the holder to the centre of the outside of the windscreen. Unwind some wire of the reel and feed through the small hole in the end of the wire feeder. Bend the end of the wire so it can't slip back out. Pull the wire feeder from the inside back into the vehicle, bringing the attached wire with it. Release the wire from the wire feeder and cut off the hooked end you created earlier. Attach the Windscreen Wizard suction cup to the inside of the windscreen and pump up the suction plunger until the red warning line is no longer visible. Position the corner guide suction device and again pump up the suction plunger until the red line is no longer visible. Remove the wire bobbin from the main housing of the Windscreen Wizard device. Pull the wire through into the interior of the vehicle. Thread the wire through the central holes of the bobbin and then straight through the central shaft. Make sure this doesn't kink when you pull the wire through the centre hole. Now replace the bobbin onto the pulley device. Pull in more wire from the outside if it is required. Turn the bobbin several times to secure the wire. Cut off any excess protruding from the centre hole. Pulling any spare wire required from the outside, route the wire from the bobbin to and around the upper pulleys and across the screen to the other device, as shown here. Pull in more wire from the outside in and around the lower pulleys, then back up and across to the main pulley. The route of the wire can be seen here around the offside pulleys. On the offside pulley device, the wire enters at the top going around the pulleys towards the dash. It then runs across to the hole you made in the screen. This diagram shows the inside layout only. From the outside of the vehicle, release more wire from the holder and feed it around the whole of the outside of the windscreen. Start the feed from the bottom, carefully around the corners, and then up the driver's A-pillar. Use masking tape to secure the wire in place so that it doesn't pop back out. Run it along the top, pulling out the required wire where needed. Now run it down the passenger's A-pillar. At this point, please take care to make sure the wire isn't caught on any clips, wires, or the bodywork itself. Run past your original entry point and secure the wire on the screen using some masking tape. This holds the wire down from the wire suction cup holder. This now completes the removal setup. Attach the hand ratchet to the centre of the wire bobbin inside the vehicle. Make sure you line up the fixing ball on the ratchet into the notch within the housing on the bobbin. Check your suction cups to make sure no suction has been lost during the setup phase. The red warning lines should not be visible. If they are, press the suction plungers to create more suction. Turn the ratchet to create a cutting motion, starting along the bottom of the windscreen. Ensure that as the wire cuts through and along the urethane, you use the dash protectors to keep the wire from cutting into the dash. Cut all the way along the bottom, then up the driver's A-pillar and across the top of the windscreen until you reach the middle and the rearview mirror. Disconnect the hand ratchet and tape the upper windscreen in place to make sure the screen can't slip and fall when you make the final cut. Connect the second main WINDSCREEN WIZARD device and reposition the corner guide as seen here. Remove the wire reel from the suction cup holder. Remove the masking tape from the screen that holds the wire near the spool. Tuck the wire along and under the screen edge. Lift the far offside end of the screen and place the wire through and into the interior. From inside the car, with the spool in your hand, pull the wire back up and into the corner. Now pull this wire tight up the inside of the screen around the new outer guide pulley and measure out enough to be able to connect into the second spool. When you have enough wire, cut off the spool end. Now remove the second bobbin and again attach the wire through the holes, turning it to lock it in and replace it back onto the main pulley device. Route the wire across the pulleys shown, from the bobbin, across to the corner guides and down to the lower near side screen. Turn the bobbin to take up any slack. Attach your hand ratchet to the bobbin on the second unit. Check your suction cups to make sure no suction has been lost during the setup phase. Insert your dash protectors and start your second cut up the passenger's A-pillar and then across the top of the windscreen. Finish the final cut. The wire will be retained on both bobbins. To remove the wire from the bobbins, cut and unwind. Do not reuse the wire. Remove all the WINDSCREEN WIZARD apparatus and place back into the carry case provided. Using an approved method, remove the windscreen from the vehicle.